Okay, you might know our first guest as the Jewish Matchmaker from her hit Netflix show. Now, Aleeza Ben Shalom is on a mission to help everyone who is looking for the person to spend the rest of their life with. And she joins us right now via Zoom. Aleeza, nechmad lirot otach. It's so nice to see you.
Thank you. Naimod, so nice to meet you.
Oh, you too. Okay, well, this is so great because the dating world is wild right now. And I want to start with a classic saying, opposites attract. It's something that I always heard. Do you think that this is really true? What do you say?
I think that it's true that they attract. My question is, can they make it together for a lifetime?
Ooh.
So you could get together, but can you stay together? And often it's hard. We like more similarities than opposites. And there's going to be natural things that happen in a relationship that we're naturally opposite about. But I think we should actually look for more similarities than trying to look for the opposites.
Okay, that's actually really good advice. I really like that. Okay, so we also know that compromise is key to a good relationship too. That's something that I deal with all the time in my marriage. It's definitely good, but what would you say are some things that both people should absolutely agree on, like kind of non-negotiables?
I would say the vision of how you want to live your life, that you should be in agreement on.
Okay.
How you want to build a family, that you need to be on the same page. Your hobbies and interests, everybody thinks that has to be identical. It doesn't. You can just do different things. That's also okay. But for the really important moments, the things that you truly value, those things you have to be really connected on.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I couldn't agree more. Okay, so the dating world, I would say, has changed a lot in the past few years for sure. What's your number one piece of advice for singles out there, would you say?
Okay, so I like people to date differently.
Okay.
And one of my pieces of advice is to take the 5-date challenge, which challenges people not to touch for the first 5 dates. And people's heads explode. They're like, what are you talking about?
Totally.
Are you from like the 1600s? No, I am telling you that if you like them and they like you after 5 dates,
Yeah.
we have something that's huge, clarity. And you can't get that clarity if you just get physical clarity without knowing if you like the human being that's on the inside.
Oh, that's actually a really good point. Okay, I really like that. Let's talk about you a little bit because being the Jewish matchmaker is so fascinating to so many people. Walk us through a day in the life of a matchmaker.
Okay, so you're like, welcome to my mobile office here, which is my studio with lights and everything. I do one-on-one client meetings for coaching and for matchmaking. I collaborate with matchmakers internationally all over the world. We work with a large group of volunteer matchmakers. And in addition, I am launching the Jewish Matchmaking Movement in collaboration with World Mizrahi in order to support Jewish matchmaking globally.
Wow.
So that anybody who's looking for love will have the chance to find it.
That's amazing and such a great way to, again, go global with this and really help all of those people out there. For those who want more advice from you, can they find it all in your new book? Let's talk about that.
Oh, yes. Okay. Everything is here. You need to date differently because if you keep doing the same things, you're going to get the same results and you will not find your person. But if you change it up just a little bit, things like date them till you hate them, looking for a high quality human. What is a high quality human? How do you define that? All of that's in here. And my favorite thing is stories. So you hear a principle and you're like, oh, that's nice. That's good in theory. And then you see me walk this through with a client and you're like, oh, that's how it plays out.
Yeah.
And I find those things to be so just incredibly helpful and enlightening.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. A lot of times we talk about concepts, right? But actually hearing how it works and how it plays through, especially with somebody that you've helped, is so huge. Okay, this one's so funny. So our single producer was reading your book and loved your 5-date challenge. This is something that I love too. I was looking at it as well. I'm like, hey, this is brilliant. Why do you think this works? Can you kind of give us a little bit of a taste of the 5-date challenge?
Yeah, the 5-date challenge is made up of so many things. I have it here. I'm going to like pull it out for you in the book.
Thank you.
But I like you to commit to, in your head, okay? Don't tell the other person, just in your head, commit to 5 dates, no longer than 5 hours on a date and no longer than 5 days between the dates.
Oh, wow.
If you set yourself up for success, you're marriage minded, you're relationship minded, you're looking for somebody for real, then you're going to give them a chance and you're going to give you a chance to really show up in this relationship in a really healthy way. Yeah. There's a whole bunch of other things about 5, like look for 5 good things about them and 5 things that you don't love, because you better find 5 things that you don't like. Otherwise, it's called infatuation and not love.
Yeah,
Okay.
true.
And of course, the 5-date challenge of no touching
Yes.
just for 5 dates. Don't
Right.
call me crazy, okay? Just for
No.
5 dates. And don't tell more than 5 people about your dating life. Like if you say to somebody, "Did I tell you that story already?" You've already talked to too many people.
Right.
The most important person in your dating life is you. And if you talk to so many people, you actually don't know your own opinion.
Yeah.
And you need to have some quiet time to reflect and to figure out what that really is.
Wow. Okay, Aleeza, I really like this. Thank you so, so much for taking the time. Toda rabba lach. It's so good to see you. And again, so many amazing tips. So thank you.
Bevakasha. Nishikot.
Mwah. Nishiko, thank you so much. And guys, you can find Aleeza Ben Shalom's new book, Matchmaker, Find Me Love That Lasts. Find that wherever books are sold. Oh, so much in those pages. I love that.